Today, I'm going to showcase the nigga moment, the art of the nigga moment right here in front of your eyes. And then I'm going to explain, I'm going to literally show you the serendipity of a coincidence of the sequence of events that led to me even seeing this video. And then on top of that, I'm going to explain how the nigga moment is applied universally and how it's used against us as black people. So let's break this Oscar video down.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Now we're going to draw the parallel with the Boondocks. Why is Boondocks important? The reason why the Boondocks is important is because the Boondocks is an anime / cartoon, but yet it is so ahead of its time because it was social commentary on black issues at the time. And it even had the bonus of predicting some of the niggadom that you'll see today, even in the video you just watched. Now let's do some commentary so that we can draw the relations on the nigga moment of the episode titled Granddad's Fight that happened on November 27th, 2005. My goodness. Let's go into it.
Watch where you walking, nigga. Hey, what you say, nigga?
Watch closely. You're about to experience a nigga moment. Webster defines the nigga moment as a moment when ignorance overwhelms the mind of an otherwise logical Negro male.
What did you say, bitch, nigga? Hey, squeeze it, nigga.
Causing him to act in an illogical, self-destructive manner, i.e., like a nigga. Nigga moments are...
So as you can see, we can sum up the nigga moment as defined as a emotional reaction that is illogical and it's not justified, that leads to unpredictable, sometimes violent events. So I'm going to explain to you guys the literal sequence of events that happened, okay? That are all unrelated, but God just brought them all together, I believe. That's my opinion. So I'm watching Thomas Sowell, okay? This guy got 1 million views. He's talking about how he watched this Thomas Sowell video and he's like, it's really enlightening to him. And basically Thomas Sowell is explaining how there's this black subculture that has remained so prevalent since like the early times after slavery, because a lot of the white people who were unsuccessful and who were ostracized, the black people ended up taking on their culture as well. So from chitlins to saying ax instead of ask, the terminologies, the ways of living, a lot of the white people, the poor white Southerners, just as the poor white Southern subculture didn't serve whites, it was something that blacks at the time, a lot of blacks adopted and therefore evolved with the times and the media and the information and the culture and the music and it all. Some things came good out of it, but a lot of it was bad. And the ultimate point, it is something that the mainstream media will never ever criticize with a 10-foot pole because you're racist, you're prejudiced. If you say anything bad about it, if you critique it at all, the fact that the government has literally created a freaking permanent subclass of baby mamas, if you talk about any of this stuff, you're racist. So now let's draw even further parallels here. In the black community, I tell you, my friend, in the black community, it might be probably in other communities, but I'm telling you right now, this is something that I learned through osmosis by hanging around black people when I was younger. You do not talk about their mothers. You do not talk about people they love, because if in the chance of doing so, you may offend them and they may take things very, very physical with you. This is one of the pillars of the black male counterfeit masculinity. And I'm going to get into it in the future about this. But it's definitely counterfeit masculinity. But one of the pillars is this physical violence that deems from emotional outbursts. You see it in full effect as Will Smith's freaking this nigga's lip is like quivering, his eyes are watering, he's acting out a character. It's all on full display as he's yelling in the crowd. It's like, and everybody turns from laughter to like, whoa, what's this dude doing? You see it in this beautiful chocolate woman's face right here. She's like, you can see it in her face. Everybody thinks it's cool until Will Smith starts darn near crying, yelling, screaming, outbursting, then going up after he went out and slapped. It's all like, what on earth is going on? What on earth is going on? Unpredictable, unmanageable, sometimes even unmitigated, as you can see on national television. The niggas on full display. So now, this is a common thing among black people, among the black community, as Coach Greg Adams would say. So the black community, what goes on? See, it doesn't just stop with, oh, I'm going to slap you. See, these nigga moments escalate. And because people got tuxes, right? And because people got movie careers, you know, sometimes you get a little taste of it, right? When there's cameras on you. But when you ain't got nothing to lose, when you have the ability to pop the trunk on somebody, when you have the ability to do something very heinous and not get caught because you're doing it in the dead of night in a drive-by, what's liable to happen? Oh, you hurt me? Now I'm gonna hurt you. Oh, you disrespect me? Now we about to get physical. Oh, I didn't like that? Oh, I'm about to shoot at you. Oh, then bullets don't hit the target? Oh, wait. See, it's bigger than a nigga moment, okay? It's bigger than the nigga moment. Because the nigga moment doesn't talk about collateral damage, the splash damage after an explosion, the parts that you didn't intend to hit, but they ended up getting hit anyways. The nigga moment and the emotionalism, this is just a little piece, my friends. But this happens in Chicago, this happens in Oakland, this happens in all the inner cities where the demographic just so happens to be black, just so happens to be 13% of the population, but yet commits 50% of the violent crimes. This is what happens. Here's how it gets worse. Let's roll the next film. I don't know. I was just scrolling to see people's reaction on it, and I just so happened to stumble upon Tyrese's reaction.
Gotta respect that, man. Yeah, bro. Family first. That real stand up. Protective alpha male. Nicest man in the world. Can only take so much. Keep poking, keep coming at me, keep coming at my wife, coming at my family. It's coming. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect it.
You are not an alpha male if you have an emotional outburst on national television looking like a diva and you go up and you slap somebody over some words because they hurt your feeling or your wife's feeling. I'm sorry. That is called being overly emotional and not being able to control your spirit. That is having a bad temper. That is counterfeit masculinity, because the bravado and all of the so-called masculinity that goes in, that's involved in confronting some men for hurting your feelings, it makes you look like a beta, okay? Beta, okay? Man, insert the clips.
I am a nurse.
A nurse?
Yes.
Beta! Ramar, are you the head of your wife?
I like to think that we're equal.
Are you the head?
He's the head.
Beta! Not if you think you and your wife are equal. Beta!
Oh, because I'll tell you why.
Beta!
We about to. Oh, I'm inserting all these clips. All right, take these clips. Okay, you're a beta. Okay, because you let somebody press your buttons, and when they are able to do that to you, you lose. They win. You fool. ultimately, this will go down in history as one big mistake. Because just because somebody's pressing your buttons, that doesn't mean you get to hit people on live television. But justifying other people's nigga moments tends to lead to a very bad culture, which I'm about to explain right now. But let's just take your logic to its natural conclusion across all the nice metropolitan areas in the United States. So once again, when you're feeling disrespected, if you can't take it, and as much as you've been trying to put up with it, if you just so happen to burst out sometimes, hey man, that's just the aftermath of it. Okay, nigga. How about this? Hey man, I had it. I was at the tip of my emotional spigot. You know, I had to let some of it get out. And I just so happened to pop a trunk on a nigga. Okay. What happens after that? I shoot at him. All right. Some of the bullets miss. Oh, where do they go? They go into a little kid's solar plex as he's playing Fortnite, and now his entrails are all on the effing floor for his mom to see. I'm telling you guys, like, no one addresses this stuff. The left definitely doesn't address it. As a matter of fact, they use it in 2020 to have black people burn their own businesses down. So once again, going full circle from what Thomas Sowell talked about 30, 40 years ago to what the Boondocks points out in when I'm sitting with my brother as he brings back some Boondocks DVDs from Japan. It all goes full circle. The niggerdom continues. It continues on TV on a gosh darn Oscars on full display. It continues on the streets that BLM will never talk about, the black on black crime. It continues on the streets as it's only a matter of time for another so-called injustice, whether it's a good cop, bad cop, who the heck knows whether it's justified or not. Either way, we're going to use it for black. Either way, we're going to rile up black people to get them to burn down their own businesses. It's a terrible cycle, and we just so happen to be exploited by it by the left. I mean, that's just my personal bone to pick with them. Just wanted to point it out. So, yeah, man, like the video, man. Comment. I really appreciate you guys' likes and comments, man. And plus, it helps me out in the algorithm. So, y'all have a good night. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.